morning, afternoon or evening, depending on what time of day you're watching this or indeed whereabouts in the world you are. I'm MoD, this is Euro Truck Simulator 2, the Million Mile Challenge, episode 131. And if I remember rightly, we have a job on the go, so let's just click on drive and go. Go, go, go. Oh, I thought we... Slightly confused by what's going on here. Why is Matilda not hooked up? Did I do that at the end of the last episode? I don't actually remember. I'm actually very slightly confused by this. Well, no matter, no matter. What sort of damage we're on? 43%, 4% to the trailer. So, yeah, hi guys, how's it going? Why am I doing a crack out? Did I really mess up badly? I actually don't remember what happened to the last episode. That said, my memory is getting worse, I think. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? Well, good news everybody, this isn't going to be an hour-long episode. As you may have noticed from looking at the video already in the comment, you know, when you go to YouTube, you click on the video, it says in the bottom right-hand corner how long the video is going to be, and hopefully this isn't going to be that long an episode, because SCS must be taking the piss, must have listened, because they've decided now to extend the Polar Express event till January. Which means all my driving like an idiot, being retarded, foot flat everywhere, panicking about not getting this done, cramming out the episodes, I don't have to panic anymore. So thanks SCS, you clearly are listening to these blogs. Why couldn't you have said that sooner? Mid-January. Mid-January, guys. So I've been worrying and panicking and causing myself no end of stress-related issues for nothing. Nothing. Let's turn off here. Yeah, we can go back to driving sensibly-ish today. It's a ish, I say, ish. And I missed this in time for the last episode. But, oh well, one of those things. Hope everybody had a good Christmas, or whatever time of year you choose to celebrate. It seems to be the in thing at the moment, to remind everybody that Christmas is actually a pagan thing. So, yeah, a Christmas pagan thing that the Christians stole, you know. Hope you all had a good time of year. Anyway, and everyone's saying it's a good time to hang out with your family. Surely any time of the year is a good time to hang out with your family. Although for me it's a good time to avoid my family, because Mrs. Wallowitz is a slightly angry dragon lady. Of course I'm slightly biased in that regard. Come on, come on, stop, stop, stop. Too soon, too soon. Yeah, thinking of missed in time for the last episode, I recorded the last episode on Christmas Eve, right? And there was a donation made on the 23rd. A donation! Our first donation in 7 months. And I have to say thank you to that one from Dr. Jamie, or Keppelmarsh, or Neil, or whatever name he chooses of the 12 names he has. And the message he left on the justgiving.com page was, "Keep on trucking, brother." As I mentioned a while back, I'm not going to be pursuing the donations, the charity aspect of this Million Mile Challenge, until after Christmas. Something the shops seem to have forgotten already, because they seem to think Christmas ends on the 25th. I'm sure there's 12 days of Christmas. Not one. But hey, what do I know? I'm just, you know, a consumer who doesn't like Christmas. So, thank you very much, Dr. Jamie. Thank you. Seriously. That's put us up to an engine malfunction. It's put us up to £825 now, 82% of the way towards the magic £1,000. And I still don't know what we're going to do to get to the £1,000. But you know what? We'll worry about that in the new year. This is the last episode you'll be seeing from me for Euro Truck this side of 2015. I'll be recording on the 31st. because New Year's Day is a Thursday this year, so I'll be recording on the 31st. Ready to make sure it goes live on the 1st. 31st is going to be quite busy because we've got a house... Well, not housewarming. Stop! You fucking truck. Also, we seem to have some frame rate issues today. I'm quite used to doing 60 frames per second at the moment, and now all of a sudden it's like, no, we don't want you to do that today, MoD. We want you to struggle slightly with just under 30, so it looks slightly odd and wonky. Oh, ran over something there, doesn't matter. Yeah, so thing to 60 frames per second. I've been doing it for the last 2 or 3 weeks now of doing nothing but 60 frames per second on my recordings. I don't think anybody's actually noticed or commented to say, MoD, this looks so much nicer, keep it up. So what do you guys think? Those of you that can actually see 60 frames per second, is it working for you? Does it look any better? Please let me know. I do need the feedback on this one. Thank you very much, guys, in advance. I think the feedback, DF had a challenge for us that he posted up on episode 128, I think it was. And I asked you all to go back and look at it, and nobody's gone to read it. So for your benefits now, I'm going to read it out. DF's challenge. It's a 3-episode run, driving on country roads, only for 3 episodes. Potentially having to use... Oh shit, we're not doing that again. Potentially having to use the map without damaging the trailer. Matilda's fine to damage, but not the trailer. And each episode should last at least 20 minutes. If this is doable, without driving on motorways, that is. I think it is. Again, it's something I'll have to take a big look at, see if it's possible. I mean, if we can actually drive across Europe or England, for example, without touching country roads. Without touching motorways, sorry. Country roads, I think it's possible. And this is something I am going to have to look into. And I know there's a couple of guys out there that would be more than happy to help me establish whether this is doable or not. The forfeit. Maybe something pink or worse. And it's always pink with you guys, isn't it? Is it not enough that I painted Matilda pink? Is it not enough that I'm doing a pink trilogy of Sonic the Hedgehog games that are modified with a pink hedgehog? Fucking hate pink. But, no, apparently you want to see more pink. And more of MoD hating pink. You're very bad people. Especially people from Team Tuxedo like DF. Go forwards, go forwards, go forwards. So the other forfeit DF speaks of is one I think that's a brilliant forfeit, but only because I'm going to hate it so fucking much. To quote DF's comment, I know it's going to be late, but he has to wear a Christmas hat and a Santa beard for one whole episode of Euro Truck, while singing at least one Christmas song, even if he hates it. That sounds like a fun forfeit. Don't get me wrong, I hate Christmas, I hate the idea of doing that, but I think the idea of entertaining you lot, I'm putting a smile on everybody's faces at home, that for me outweighs the downsides of having to dress up and sing a Christmas song. And I hate Christmas. I really hate Christmas. I went on a Strangeland server just yesterday. I'm recording this Sunday morning, so yesterday would actually be Saturday, and I happen to be doing a lot of resource gathering. I'm trying to finish off Blackwatch Tower before I move on to Babylon, and Maroka goes, how are you doing? No, it was actually this morning. Was it this morning? No, it's last night. It's yesterday. It's definitely yesterday. And Maroka goes, hello, how are you doing? How was your Christmas, Scrooge Incarnate? Oh, thanks. So yeah, what do you reckon? Country roads, nothing but country roads for this challenge. I don't think it's possible to travel around using nothing but country roads. But I'm going to have a look after this and we'll have a quick look, shall we? We'll have a look once we've done this job. If we get the chance to do this job this episode, because I'm not rushing this one. I'm not rushing. Not a chance in hell. I'm going to get this one done. We're going to make some fucking money and we're going to have fun at the same time. No pressure. The pressure is off mid-January. Because I was honestly prepared to do one more job straight after that last one, but then I read the blog a couple of hours after I recorded the last episode. It's like, no, MoD, you don't need to do that no more. You got the middle of January. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Babble babble. Fuck it, I forgot where I was. Questions! This is one I accidentally lost in DF's wall of text, which was his challenge. Sorry, dude, that's why I didn't read your question before. DF says, looking back at... Oh, shit, I just hit someone behind us. Oh, God, I just duffed up the trailer a little bit. DF says, looking at Sonic Generations, is there anything missing in terms of stages you'd like to have seen? Starlight Zone. Best Sonic Zone ever. Until they came up with Ice Cap Zone. Also should have had Ice Cap Zone. Lava Reef is a good classic. I mean, Act 1 specifically. Act 2's nice, but Act 1 is the better one of the two, I think. Lava Reef is basically a mountain filled with... A volcano. It's a fucking volcano. A mountain filled with lava is a volcano mod. God. But Starlight Zone is just the setting, the ambience, the mood that's set. You're in a city. It's a nice starry night. It's dark and everything, and it's got loop-de-loops. It's fast, and that music. Oh, just stop! Fuck's sake, Matilda! Please, just you have brakes, right? Oh, thinking at me swearing at equipment. My mouse is dead. My Rat 5, my faithful Rat 5 for the last 9 months has died already. After 9 months, it's a sensor issue. It keeps on wanting to drift up and to the left, which is very fucking annoying. Especially when you're trying to click on a comment and click on reply, and it goes, oh, you clicked on the thumbs down. No, I didn't click on thumbs down, I clicked on comment. Oh, what's that? You want to click on thumbs up? Yes! After I've replied! That seems to be my thing, you know. I click on the thumbs up. But thing of which, I do apologise if I'm behind of anybody's comments, which is most of them. The last few days have been quite busy in real life for me. Very busy. Which has been fun, actually. Catching up with friends, hanging out at Murtai, stuff like that. But yes, DF, any stages would have liked to have seen. Starlight Zone is fantastic. Because I just like nighttime stuff as well, and it's definitely a night lit level. If it was actually proper night lighting, then that would be even better. But beggars can't be choosers. This is a great level. It's got a good flow, a good rhythm to it. Same with Ice Cap Zone. I mean, I just love snow, and I'm half tempted to turn the camera around now and show you guys what it looks like outside, because it's been snowing in the UK. It's actually been snowing, which makes Mod always a happy bunny, because Mod loves his snow. But the tune for that is great. It's a fast level, always good in a Sonic game. Engine malfunction, which way am I going? Straight? Yes, we're going straight. Stupid engine. I swear, every time it just comes up with engine malfunction, I'm going to press left on my D-pad and get rid of the... There, just like that. Just so I can see the sat-nav. Also getting a lot more of these bloody engine malfunctions. After this job, I think we're going to have to look at... repairs. Yes, repairs. I might actually get this done today. 13 minutes and we've done 200 mile. I'm happy with that. Happy Mod is happy. And next question from Mr. DF is what is the best and worst final boss in any of the Sonic titles? The worst final boss is probably the Time Eater from Sonic Generations, actually, because that's really fucking fluky as to whether you can actually get close enough to get hit, and it's really bad design. I don't like it. It doesn't make me want to go back and play it. The best final boss, probably the Egg Walker from Sonic 2, when you're under Death Egg. That's probably the best final boss. Just that it's a proper duel, and you got to get 12 hits on him with no rings, and you can take a risk. You can try and jump over his spiked arms and get a hit that way if you're sneaky, but the potential for that going wrong is quite high, so it's quite a good little fight, that one. I do like that. What's the Sonic 3 final boss? The big arms, when he's got the Egg-O-Matic fitted out with big arms. That's actually called big arms. Sonic and Knuckles, you've got the big fight at the end with the great big walking machine, which actually isn't that awe-inspiring. You just get crushed by hands, you get shot by a laser weapon, and then you have a chase. Doomsday Zone doesn't count because that's a epilogue, as it were. Doomsday Zone is nice. Maybe they should have had that in Sonic Generations as well. And going back to DS question about Sonic Generations, was there any levels I'd think we've missed? In terms of modern Sonics, I don't think they've missed any. I think they've got all the good modern Sonic levels in. But in terms of classics, they missed a few. I don't think they should have had Sky Sanctuary is the biggest one for me. They shouldn't have had Sky Sanctuary. Chemical Plant was brave, but they turned into a good level. But Sky Sanctuary is shit. I never liked it much on the Mega Drive version, and I don't like it in Sonic Generations. But no, final boss I don't like is probably Time Eater. Final boss that I do like, Sonic 2 Walker, Egg Walker. Oh, speeding ticket. Or not. Border control, okay. Oh, frame rate's taking a hit. Let's put the cruise control on because I have to move something over here. There we go. So I can get on with the next round of questions. Simon Parsons, Manhore, wink. For anybody wondering why I actually called him a manwhore, it's just reference to the fact his channel is, not intentionally, but his biggest demographic does happen to be, the biggest portion of his viewers happen to be ladies. And when I mentioned to him that possibly it's because of kids using their mum's YouTube account to get around any age restrictions on YouTube, he's like, no, I actually do talk to women. So that's where the manhole bit comes from. You talk to women, you dirty man. If you were offended, Simon, I do actually apologise. I don't actually like to upset people, as I'm sure you're aware. The intent was just to have a laugh. So I hope you took it in the jest it was intended. But I'm going to guess from the wink that you have, so have an apology anyway. Sorry, Simon. Yeah, this whole not rushing thing isn't working for me, guys. I'm sorry. I just have too much fun going fast. Also, a public apology to DF. He had a moan at me because I accidentally ruined India qualifying for him. India qualifying, by the way, doesn't go out till tomorrow. But because me and Squirrel have been trying our best to record F1 episodes in advance, trying to get them up, out of the way and done with before... well, we just want to complete the season. We're not enjoying F1 2013 anymore. And the issues with me and having my channel slapped with no monetization for 6 months, that's been a big one. Really has been a big one. So that's just pushes over the edge in terms of enjoyment. But last race I should have been talking about Suzuka, which by the way was a fucking disaster. I hope nobody's surprised about that. And India went a bit better for us, but I was talking about India by accident instead of Suzuka, which is, you know, the last week's episode of Formula 1 2013. So sorry DF for spoiling that one for you. And even better, Squirrel put the fucking qualifying for India up on his channel before... Oh god, dickhead. He drove into us. He drove into us! Yeah, Squirrel accidentally put, I think hopefully it's just the qualifying for India up, not the race. If you put the race, that's got big spoilers if you put that up. I'm not sure, I think he's taken it down by now, so no damage done. But, Skeptical Squirrel, good teammate by the way, great teammate, that's all I'm going to say. All these months and years of me being a good team player finally came back to pay off today, on Wednesday's race. That's all I'm going to say. Lewis92 plays is a very good point, sir. Is very entertaining. That's with regards to he asked me to turn off the snow mod and turn on the speed limiter, and after explaining why I don't want to do this, good point. And thank you, appreciate the mention and keep up the good work. I don't really know what I'm doing apart from doing the same old shit all the time, mate. But yeah. Thank you, Lewis. By the way, congrats again to hitting 1,000 subscribers. On a note of saying congratulations to people, I'm pretty sure I've already said this one, but congratulations to 4040 for hitting 300 subscribers. Yay! Blitzkriegler on the Strangeland server, he's hit 20,000 subscribers. And at the time of recording this, I'm on 1,398. I would have been on 1,400 by now, but I lost about 5 subscribers in one day in the middle of the week, and I don't know why. That's the point. If you guys don't like what I'm doing, tell me, then I could change it. Fuck you know, I'm not asking much here. QWERTY MoD. To me, Christmas is a time that I spend with family. Oh, corner. I'll read it in a moment. From the last 5 years, I haven't given anyone a gift, and they don't get me anything. Ah, if that works for you, mate, carry on. I get given gifts recently, I found. Although what I do tend to ask my family and friends these days is that if they do want to get me anything, please consider taking the money and instead consider giving it to me so I can spend it on a tattoo. I've got a great plan for a sleeve. It's going to be a robot that fades into black butterflies. It's hard to picture, I imagine, from that description. But I want something like Gundam. Except, you know, this typical cheesy anime thing when it fades to black, as it were, and it dissipates into nothingness. I want that nothingness to be butterflies. My thing's black butterflies. And to date, my fund is on £400, which is always good. Come on, Matola. Come on. Thank you, Matola. My question is, if you could live anywhere, where would you live? There's this house I used to live on in a few years back, which was great. It was just like home. It had a driveway in the back garden and everything. I know this is a very easy question for me to answer that one. I could go into geographical locations, like I could explain how it'd be nice to live on the west coast of America, or maybe even Central America would be fun. As long as I don't live in the south or the east. I'm not too keen on the east because it'd be cold. And I'm not too keen on... Is the east cold? I don't know what I'm thinking. The east isn't cold, is it? But I don't want to live in the south of America. Japan would probably be nice if I could get my head around their cultural quirks, shall we say. Australia, I'd like to spend 6 months there, maybe. Just so I can understand what Locke's on about with how shit it is. Locke's allowed to say that he's born and bred in Australia. Mainland Europe would be fun. Maybe also Scandinavia. Somewhere in Scandinavia. Not just saying that because DF comes from there. I mean, Finland's always been a nice part of the world. Sweden. You know what I mean? Something like that. But no, honestly, there's just... the house I used to live in before the fall, that's where I'd want to be more than anywhere. A lot of good times there. We shouldn't have moved out of there. I could have quite happily stayed there forever. Good house. Good location. Gaming Dude. Dear Mod. I like that. Dear Mod, I wish you a happy new year and good luck in growing your channel and the best wishes to you. Likewise, mate. Best wishes to you too, man. And everybody else out there as well. I know I don't do Christmas, but I do the whole social gathering on New Year's Eve. What we tend to do in my particular social group is Christmas Day, the daytime and early afternoon we spend with the families, and then the evening we all get together because my group of friends is that close. It might as well be a family. We're that close. And it's nice to see each other on Christmas Day anyway. New Year's Eve is going to be interesting because we're hosting, Murtai and myself. I haven't hosted a New Year's Eve party in a long time, since, I don't know, 5 or so years at least. I'm very much looking forward to this. Having my own house again has allowed me to be the host without having to worry about Mrs. Wallowitz coming along and being an arsehole. I mean, being herself. I mean, being... yeah. But, yeah. New Year's Eve, we're going to have a few people over. It's only going to be a quiet affair this year. We're going to have Mike, we're going to have his friend Drazar, we're going to have Mr. Eon Rex, Mr. Jones, Murtai, myself. I think there's going to be a Watson 690 joining us as well. But apart from that, yeah, it's going to be a nice quiet shindig. And how we tend to see it, that's as far as I go towards New Year. Last year, I was around someone's house, and I think it was Mr. Jones's actually, and we someone asked what the time was. Oh, it's 1:45. Oh, Happy New Year, everyone. That's how much of a shoot. That's how much of a shit we gave about New Year. It was just an excuse to hang out for us more than anything. But it's nice to see you in the New Year. I know it's only a calendar date. It's a mark on a solar cycle, but it's something nice to do with your friends. More because it's a lot. There's no gift. There's no such thing as a New Year's card. There's no such thing as a New Year's gift. It's just get together, have a laugh. There might be mistletoe. There might be beer. There won't be any mistletoe at my house, but apart from that, oh shit, stupid BMW drove into us. But apart from that, I don't think there's anything really much to worry about. You know? Oh, frame rate. Keep going. And I need to pause the game a moment because I need to alt-tab out because I can't see the rest of these questions. Ah, there we go, it's back up now. Mr. D. Carlson. Hello, D. Carlson. Oh, let's pull over for fuel. An arrest stop as well, I think. Let's complete this job under nighttime conditions. Oh wait, 9 hours. We can't rest. We'll have to keep going. May I suggest a mod to assist you in money making when doing the quick jobs? I'm like you in my driving a Euro Truck Simulator 2. The difference is I don't use a controller other than the keyboard for most and mouse to steering. But yes, Unrealistic Economy mod is at ETS2downloads.com. So I'm trying to get out of this park at the moment without hitting anything else. Feel free to try it so you can get some more money to hire some more drivers so you can get more income to cover repairs. Because that is the only way that I see for you to go, is to get a couple of million in the quick job side to have at least some sort of financial cushion instead of living on the edge of complete desolation. I actually enjoy it. It keeps me on tenterhooks, like we're at minus 3,000 at the moment. And if it was too easy, then it wouldn't be much of a challenge. But there's more to the comments, so we'll keep reading. And I fully understand you may not want to use the mod I refer to, because in some ways it is an outright easy way. But all it does is give you enough that you could not have to stress about having money to repair your truck. Try it at the very least, if only for one quick job. You need some fiscal cushion there at the very least to get your truck repaired and loans paid off. And on that note, I will try the mod, just so I can say yes or no for certain. Because for all we know, me having more money could be an excuse to drive like an even bigger idiot. I can afford the repairs. Boom! It doesn't matter, I've got loads of money coming. On the subject of death, well, just to put this one into context, the last episode I was explaining my own attitude towards life and death. And if you put it in the comments, I'm going to assume it's fair game to be reading out in a video. So if you don't want something read out in the video, feel free to not leave it in the comments. So if I do offend you, Mr. Carlson, by sharing your thoughts for everybody, then I do apologise. But death should be a reminder. But I liked what you said, so I'm going with it. But death should be a reminder that our time in the living and breathing state is finite and limited. I've been through a few funerals. My father, both set of grandparents, my great-grandfather, I think, as well. Even lost an extremely close friend as well as a romantic interest, both separate people. Some people react to death in different ways. I'll leave that subject at that, since I have a tendency to be long-winded. One possible topic for you is your thoughts on... Oh, we've moved on from death. That's short and to the point, Mr. Carlson. One possible topic for you is your thoughts on fathers and what that means to you. My father's a cunt. Moving swiftly on. I might touch on that one another time, but that for me is a really personal subject. Oh, there's someone just... Well, apparently we've gone up to 10% because someone drove into us. How rude. I just looked in the left-hand mirror. But I know some guys are great dads, and I know some dads are complete wazzocks. My dad falls into the other one. The point where I tried to not refer to him as my father, I refer to him as half of my DNA. That's how much respect I have for him. I even changed my surname so I didn't have to have anything to do with his side of the family. That's how strongly I feel. But that's a story for another time. I don't think I'll ever really go into that one properly on Eurotruck. Deep, I know, but I'm that sort of person to go for the deep. For the direct and deep thought approach. Yeah, I'm getting that vibe. I do enjoy reading your comments and interacting with you, Mr. Carlson, even if I haven't actually physically hit reply and typed out a reply anytime recently, because busy. Did you read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy books by Douglas Adams? That series helped shape some of my humorous side. I've rambled on enough, take care and stay safe. Hashtag mod rules, hashtag mod is good, hashtag mod is right, hashtag mod works. Some reworked quotes from the movie Wall Street. I like that. Have I read the books? No. But I did borrow a VHS of the original BBC TV series from 4040, and that was a lot of fun. And then I watched the remake, the film, the other year, and that was pretty good as well. So I imagine at some point I would probably want to get hold of the books and read them. If they're anything like the TV series, because you know what they always say, the books are better, you want to read the books, the movie doesn't do it any justice. It never does. Movies are usually 1 to 2 hours worth of cut down entertainment with all the fat taken out, hopefully. Whereas the book is just, you want a nice long intimate session, which you can take hours and days over. You can pick up and put down whenever you want, then by all means read a book, a completely different media. And I actually have friends in real life that do anger me when they say that the movies aren't as good as the books. Well, they're completely fucking different. Did it make a good movie? Yeah. Fair enough. But that's a subject for another day, I think. Another one from Lewis92 plays. Can you do the Ford Focus RS and the Aerial Atom on Project Cars, please? Well, okay, you've pulled my arm enough. Who wants a Project Cars video coming up, let's say, next Saturday? Or Friday? I'm thinking Friday. Friday seems to be a good day for Project Cars. Or Saturday. Sometime next week we'll get a Project Cars video. We'll have the Focus RS. We'll have the Aerial Atom. And I think I've translated Gaming Dude's comment from the other video when he asked about putting the cart on a long grey circuit. I think what he meant to say was a proper... What Gaming Dude? Did you mean to say a proper long national type circuit? A proper Grand Prix circuit? Because that would be fun. I'm more than happy to try that. That'd be fun, just going... We don't hang us straight. We hit all our revs and we just get up the corner. Going for an overtake. Excuse me, going through. Oh wow, we're actually going to do this in this episode. I was actually going to take the time and do this as a shortish episode. A very shortish episode, just split this into two. But you know what? I'm happy with how this is going. We've done good today, guys. We're doing quite well towards the million mile challenge as well. Trying to think how many miles we're on now. I think we're on 43,000. I should check when we get to the next straight up. Because of the wonderful way I record Eurotruck, I record in 720p. Because there's no point recording in 900p and squishing down to 720 because it just takes too long for me rendering. It doesn't translate into YouTube properly because YouTube doesn't recognize 900p. It recognizes 720, 180, 1440, etc., etc. It doesn't recognize 900 as a resolution because YouTube sucks. So instead of recording at 900p, rendering at 900p, and hoping to God it goes through okay, I just record at 720p. which means I lose a lot of the detail on the screen because it's a lot is squashed down into smaller areas, which means if I have to turn the camera to look at the dash, come on, so I can look at the distance, which is why I turn it off like that, so we can get the dials close to 43,030 miles. See how that worked there? See how it came nice and clear? I hope it translates well into YouTube quality. I hope so. 43,000 miles. 43% of the way towards finishing with Papyrus. We're going to talk about the New Year mod. Stop it. But yeah, if anybody's got any other requests you want me to try in Project Cars, let me know. Let me know. I'm more than happy to try it. More than happy. And I'll just throw them on random circuits, and or maybe even all on the same circuit, just for lap time comparison. Imagine a kart. That'll be fun. I might actually do that. A kart versus a Formula 1 car. Formula A, sorry, Formula A. There's no Formula 1 in Project Cars. Final question, with 56 miles to go, is from QWERTY. P.S. Have you ever tried Euro Truck Simulator 2 with the Oculus Rift? Well, as you may have noticed from my own episodes, I don't have an Oculus Rift, but that's not the question. The question was, have I tried an Oculus Rift? And no, I haven't. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to. The idea of virtual reality is something that's excited me since I was a young lad. Since you watch those trashy American import TV shows that appear on television, like say Captain Nintendo. Who remembers Captain Nintendo? That was one of the original virtual reality things that got me interested in virtual reality. Because I think the idea was, no, he wasn't virtual reality, was it? He just got sucked into his TV. Wasn't there virtual reality in that or something? I'm sure there's something with virtual reality. Lawnmower Man, that was virtual reality. But the biggest issues really are interacting with your environment once you're inside the game. And the Oculus Rift goes a long way towards increasing your immersion. You know, the sense that you're actually there. Like Euro Truck, I know I'm holding a joypad, but given how it feels to drive this truck down the road, the sense of being in this cab and everything. Oh shit. That was my fault. But the sense of just being there, that you know, and the sound is quite authentic as well, I'm led to believe. So in terms of immersion, Euro Truck's pretty good. You're there. I'm in this truck. I am driving Matilda. I am driving endless amounts of miles on endless amounts of roads. And we're going to have to play safe now because Matilda's getting quite knackered and I don't feel brave enough to overtake all this traffic in one go. Because there isn't a gap big enough for me to go into, and fuck it, let's go for it. Ah, mad. But, I haven't tried Euro Truck Simulator 2 with the Oculus. I would like to, but I don't have the funds to purchase one, and I don't know anybody that has one that would possibly let me try it out. I imagine it'd be quite good with Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous I got recently as a birthday present from Murtai. I may have mentioned that in a couple of episodes. But the biggest issue I have with that is navigating. I can leave a station, I can enter a station. I can't transfer from station to station or system to system. I don't know how to do jobs, I don't know anything. To be fair, all I need to do is sit down with it for an evening and figure it out. Because as much as I'd love to go poking Chris and 4040 in the chat, say how do I play this, how do I play that? The first thing I usually say to someone like 4040 is use fucking Google. So you know what, I'm going to practice what I preach. I'm going to use Google. I'm going to figure out how to play Elite for myself, because they did it. So I can do it. It's amazing though how it takes you 5 minutes to dock properly. It's a proper hardcore space simulator. And I like it. It's pretty as well. Although space combat's a bit shite, because you can spin, you can do barrel rolls, but you can't pull your nose up or push your nose down. It's crazy like that. Getting tired. 45 minutes. Okay, we got this. We got this. Slow down now, mod. Slow down now. Slow down, slow down, slow. There we go. Well done, Tildy. Yeah. I'm going. So yeah, we're nearly there, I suppose. We're about to complete the Polar Express challenge, all on camera. All on camera. Not a single mile missed. This makes MoD happy. Oh shit. Yeah. Now where are we actually pulling over? Don't care. We're about to make a load of money. I don't care. Yes, we're getting tired. I know. Oh, it's going to be one of these awkward parking spots, is it? Oh, that's smooth. You crashed. We think you had an engine malfunction. And when you see us again in New Year, no, I was going to say we'll remove the Christmas delivery, but I don't think we're going to have the money to. And also, I have one more episode to record in 2014. You won't see it until 2015. Like I say, I'll be recording it on New Year's Eve, but we shall see. Yeah, one more episode with the Christmas delivery, so enjoy it while it's there, guys. Now, before the job ends, let's just quickly take a... I'm using a wireless mouse at the moment. I don't like it very much. It's not very sensitive. It doesn't move anywhere near... I've got it maxed out in Windows settings. It doesn't move anywhere near fast enough for what I like. I like a fast mouse. That'll do. That's our screenshot for today. And reasonable. We made money! Yes! Damage penalty 11% minus 25,000. That's a bit harsh. But we made money. Finally. Let's just get rid of all these mails. Yeah. How much will it cost us to repair Matilda? £54,000. We have 28,000. The chassis is going to cost the most to repair. The engine's cheap. This is the point when I alt tab over again. Go to World of Trucks. worldoftrucks.com. Sign in. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. I just want to make sure I've completed the... Yes! Raven Truck Design Pack. Here's your reward for delivering gifts. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point that got released to the general public. Because STS have a habit of doing that. Oh, we like it so much and we appreciate this, that and the other, but you know. My page. Achievement unlocked. Polar Express 2014 covered the distance from SCS Software's office to the North Pole delivering Christmas presents. Fuck me, was that a ball ache and a half. Seriously, that was a nightmare to complete, that was. Only because if it wasn't for the fact I had to record all the episodes, then I'd have had that done long ago. But because we were doing this for YouTube, we have to record each mile we do, and I didn't want to do it off cam. It was a nice challenge to do. We were one episode late, and that's only because I realised about, you know, the challenge being extended until mid-January. Thank you, SCS, for a great challenge. I'm happy to have finally done it at last. Thank you, SCS, for making sure I can make some money now. I'll have a look for this mod pack at some point, Mr. Carlson, but for everybody at home that watches this either today or tomorrow or any point in the future, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please feel free to take time, go down to the bottom right, hit the thumbs up, it helps me a lot. Dream big, and I shall see you guys for the next episode of Euro Truck in the new year, unless you watch something else on my channel, in which case there's plenty to watch up until New Year. But anyway, I'm waffling. Dream big. See you next time. Bye bye.